What's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some Hasty Gruul because previously we played this a couple of seasons ago and it was really good. So we made a couple of updates to it with some new cards and we're going to see if it holds up just as well now. And that starts with Burst Lightning because we need to be able to get rid of early creatures, but also sometimes you want to send damage upstairs. We have Land of Wealth because we're going to need the mana here. And Rhino's Rampage. We're trying this out. It's another way to destroy an artifact, but it does give us a way to fight and pumps a creature's power by 1, which is important with 2 different creatures in this deck. We do have a Braid, another way to get rid of stuff and destroy artifacts. Some Intrepid Paleontologists, because we do need the mana, and it does remove stuff from graveyards. A couple of Leyline Weaver, because we have a fair amount of things that cost 4 or more. Screaming Nemesis, because this card's just good. We're doing hasty things. It's one of the best haste creatures we can have, right? Warden of the Grove. This effectively pumps everything else, which has a lot of value. One of those things being Boros, the Spider Rider. Like, we can pump this, which is always really good, or just bounce a Land of Wealth and replay it and get all the value out of this card. Enduring Curiosity makes all those little things now have more value later in the game, which is good, and gives our creatures value after a sweeper. Or a Boroid. This also benefits from Enduring Courage, because it'll get bigger power and get to put more counters. Or it can get a counter from Warden of the Grove, which is always really good. Or again, a counter from Rhino's Rampage. Or even some counters from Halana and Alena, right? It's good with all these different things, and this is another way to give stuff haste. And then, of course, if none of that works, we can come over the top with a Hasty Dragon. And maybe get to pick off a creature in the process. So yeah, if you played different versions of this new one should be pretty good for you. But if you want to buy anything, don't forget, save 5% on everything you buy over at Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. Use my code DRAGON, that's DRAGN, and just go save some money, especially with Avatar coming out. But for now, though, let's go see if this new version of Hasty Gruul is as good as the old one. We'll keep this. Well, I don't know how good it's going to be, but this does produce flyers and this pumps things, so we'll see. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, we get to kill a Pride Mate, so that's some good news. We like that. And as much as I hate it, I think I'm going to take a chance and just play the Weaver here. Because if it works, now that we drew Land of Wealth especially, we could Halana Lena, then Elf, or Boroid, then Elf. Like, ooh, alright. That worked out great. And our Weaver is still a reach creature. So I don't even think I want to attack. Actually, do we just play Land of Wealth here? Yeah, I think we do. Opponent will get to attack and gain some life, so that's going to be a thing, but I think it's worth the risk. Because we get another 2/2. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, the only thing here is like they have to remove Ouroboros. If they don't, we just play another one and then our creatures are gigantic. The other option was just to play Halana Lena and then still have up a reach creature and our Land of Wealth, but then that's just less exciting, so figured we just go with that, and if they have it, they have it. Turns out they did. No red mana, but we're going to keep this anyway. Probably a mistake here against mono red, but we'll find out. Fight Spell could do something, maybe. Fight Spell only really works, though, if they just play, like, not that. I was going to say some 2/2 and attack or something, but Land of Wealth is dead, most likely. Yep, that's fine. Costs of doing business, as they say. Oh, that's an unfortunate one to draw here, because now if this dies, we can't really cast anything of value next turn, and that hurts. I mean, I guess I block. I mean, like, if you have something, you have something. Nothing I was going to do about it there. Oh, it's tempting to want to just play Warden of the Grove here. Especially since I know they don't have any easy pumps. I think I'm just going to do this, though. That feels the most efficient of things to do here. I could also just fight the Gut Wrench Goblin. Ah, boy. No, I'm just going to pass. I don't think it's worth giving up my creature if they don't have anything. I mean, if they do, they do. We'll just have to eat it, but... Alright. So they discard 2, put the counters on. Oh, they didn't discard anything. Wow. They could have, and they opted not to. Untap land, please. Hey, we got to go to 8, but looks like it's worth it to me. Play this guy. Let the counters go on first. No attacks. And then we will fight this guy. Alright. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Thanks. Alright. I don't know what they're waiting for, but if they just like dragon over 2 turns, we also die. I guess technically we could play dragon and block. Oh, they had white mana they were looking for. Well, that's a thing. Got a shelter by ghost or something over there? Bleh, this is gross. If I get an untapped land and play a dragon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We wouldn't kill them. Huh. 5, 9, and 6. Yeah, that doesn't kill them. I mean, I guess I have to block here. Like, I hate it, but I think we have to. We know we're losing our Ouroboros. They're going to get to keep their challenger. But I don't think we could afford to take that much damage. Yeah, that could have put us in a situation where we just died to whatever they top deck there. That would have been terrible. Let's go here. And here. No attacks. Alright. So they're down to 2 cards. One that's probably not that strong, but don't know that to be true. Dang it, I almost played my Hellkite last turn, too. I should have committed. Not the worst thing in the world, though. We're doing fine here. We're doing fine. We will just play this straight up. I will make a 1/1. I will kill this. No extra cards for them. Make the 1/1 just to have more bodies behind. And then I'll attack with Warden. Actually, no, I'm going to attack with Paleontologist. Just because Warden's a bigger blocker. Even though we're probably blocking with the token. You just never know. Yeah, challengers don't mean anything here. We're good. Opponent's now in a world of hurt. And we're excited about it. We will put 2 counters on there. And then we'll do this because we get a super-sized one now that both of those have counters. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, we were going to get to put 4 counters. We were going to be attacking with a 7/7 Screaming Nemesis, plus whatever else we decide to attack with on the ground. So we were pretty good there. Weren't going to be able to lose. That started out kind of rough, though. I'm not going to lie. We got a little bit lucky, it feels like. Oh, no. I have to mulligan. Like, having no mana creature. This isn't much better, but I don't think we could have kept that other hand. I'm going to gamble and get rid of this. My logic being, if they play something that's 1 toughness, we could just play this next turn. If they don't, we play this tapped, we play the elf, and then we try to hard cast the Hellkite. If our elf dies... Oh, well, never mind. New plan. We get to play all the mana creatures. I can say if our elf died, we would have just played the tap land and then just played the other elf. I've noticed lots of people like this sliver plant. I think it's kind of cool. And I've seen it in all the different colors it comes in. So people definitely have their favorites. Hey, also, if y'all don't mind, hit the like, subscribe, hype, all that good stuff right now. Because that'll gladly, really seriously help the channel. And for those of you that like strategy videos and stuff, we put up one just today that was telling people reasons, the things they could do to make their decks better. You should check that out. Also, I had to point to a lot of people because I didn't know. We have a playlist here on the channel. If you just go to our channel, youtube.com/PowrDragn, and you click on playlists, there's one called, I believe it's MTG Strategy, and it has a whole bunch of stuff in there that you might really enjoy. So go check that out. And it's stuff about like deck building, just decisions on different things, some tournament stuff, just variety of things I put there over the last 4 years. Yeah, my creature dies, that's fine. And I'm working on some other stuff. I have some fun things coming. Oh, well, I didn't think that's what I was going to be facing. That's interesting. Alright, well, everybody get in there. Hell with it. Sounds good to me. I don't know what this deck is. We might just lose to it. Our draw was not great, and I have no idea what we're facing. So we're just kind of up against it. Sort of just hoping for the best here. Okay, obviously they have another, like, get lost or something. I'll just take the 2. Try to put a counter on the elf. Or get rid of a land so we don't draw another one. Next turn. Yep, told ya. And it was another land. Gosh dang it. We have all these big monsters we could have been drawing, and we just failed. Not that it mattered. I mean, they had multiple get lost anyway. Oh, there's a Caretaker's Talent. Who knew? Alright, that's not going to help us. So what are we looking to do here? I guess we just activate this. Attack. Might as well use this. Oh, Screaming Nemesis. You're not bad here, actually. Caretaker's Talent, yeah. But nothing to make tokens. You do have a big 7. So I have to assume you have a way to kill this. I mean, if they just block it, they die, right? So we just need to make it threatening enough. Well, can't really do it with that, can we? Yeah, that's something. So if, yeah, I guess it's only worth it to attack with... Actually, no. Because if they don't block with Nemesis, we just try to shoot them for 4 next turn, right? I mean, if they have another... Like, I don't know. Lightning Helix or something. It sucks, but what are we going to do? I mean, they get a lot of cards here. So it's not nothing. We just need to get them in a situation where gaining life is bad for them. Alright, that doesn't do it. That also doesn't do it. We're home free, and this is why we play the spell that we can send upstairs. Actually, we could just attack with our creature land anyway. We have multiple ways to get there. Awesome. Love it. Sure, we'll try it. Why not? Hopefully these are relevant. Otherwise, this is going to feel real bad. Well, okay. So here's the thing. This pretty much tells us what we need to do. We got to try to get a paleontologist down. I'm going to go ahead and kill this. I mean, they're probably going to play the 2/2 flyer or something next turn, but if they do, they do. I'm going to go with this first, so if they do have a removal spell, they hit that. But otherwise, we want to get down Paleontologist, so we have 2 mana available to remove whatever they might want to copy next turn. If they have anything. This is what we didn't want to see, though. We need them to... I was hoping they'd have a removal spell they wanted to use on the Weaver. Interesting that they didn't return their Cavero. So that says they have Cavero in hand already. The problem, though, is they already have double Ardent and Bringer. So we're probably wrecked. This is one of those cases where had we gone first, I think we could have been okay. Now it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Because we could remove Bringer, but then they could still get Arden into either of these knuckleheads. And that's going to create a whole different set of problems. But we'll deal with what we can deal with. Pass the turn. I assume they have Kavra already. Yep. No, it's a Brood Spinner. It is not Kavro. Huh. Interesting. And they didn't pick up the Kavro then? I wonder why that was. That is very peculiar. I guess they're going to try to kill the Paleontologist first or something? No? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I feel like I'm missing something obvious, but not going to worry about it. I'll see it in editing. That makes sense. Oh, they had another one. No, they discarded another dude. Okay. Well, I mean, this is kind of all we can do. I mean, if they just have their answer, they have their answer. That's why I said if we'd have been on the play, maybe there was a possibility. Now I think they just play Kavro here and we die. Because, again, if you don't have it. Yeah, I was going to say, there you go. Why would you have picked it up otherwise? All right. Okay, let's keep this in, see what we can do with it. Also, remember, this makes red, not green. Make sure you play the right land if you're trying to play Llanowar Elf turn 1. I've made that mistake before. Pridemate, sure. Ooh, that's kind of exciting here, actually. So here are our choices. We can attack, or actually just tap Llanowar Elf, play Boros, replay Llanowar Elf. We can just play Screaming Nemesis and then try to follow it up with something else. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fine. So I'm just trying to think about what's the worst that could happen. But really, it's just they play like Sheltered by Ghosts on it, and then we just shelter, or we just abrade their thing next turn. Because they'll shelter Boros, if anything. See, I told you. Sometimes you just know. It's not really a secret. Sometimes you just know things. So now we end up with the only creature on the battlefield, and they have nothing. Alright. And then we have options of what to do here. Yep. Got 2 little ins to gain some life. Get a card. Hey, that does something. Alright. I think this is... I'm just going to think about if they have shelter here, how would I feel about it? But I think we're still going to Ouroboros. Because just going for Halana doesn't feel worth it here. This is fine. Go attacking. Not to say they don't have shelter or whatever. They very well could here. But if so, at least we've already made one sizable body that we can cause problems with. We can also just block with Llanowar Elf here, which means they're not going to attack, which I thought. So that makes good sense. This is fun, because if we have Screaming Nemesis, they're not ever going to want to attack either. That's funny. Huh. What's actually more worth it here? I don't even know. This feels... I guess it has to be Screaming Nemesis. Feels less efficient on my mana, but it's probably the right answer. So if we attack 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they go to 10, they probably play Halaya. This goes to 5, they go to 15. I mean, if we just keep our creatures back, they're never attacking. Unless they just have way more shelters. And, like, if so, we just gotta find a way to deal with it, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Put counters on stuff, I guess. Alright, you got it, I guess. Like, I mean, that does a thing. Like, no denying that. Oh, it only deals damage to creatures, not even to planeswalkers. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, 'tis what it is. Obviously, we're not doing anything about that. Let's attack here. And here. Actually, wrong way. What am I doing? You want the smaller damage there and the bigger damage here. That's how you want it to be.
I lost this battle, but you can win the war.
Too bad we couldn't damage our own creature. That would have been a good spot for that, so they couldn't gain any more life. I mean, yeah, I'll block. Like, whatever. I mean, save your dude, I guess. I'm not going to not block. like, obviously, you have a way to protect it. Yeah, not a surprise. That's fine. We know the drill. Okay. What are we attacking with here? I guess we attack with this. I need a reach creature, like ASAP. I should have played this first, but this at least lets us do some things. Alright. Play something else to gain life, sure. I mean, we can block, get an Ouroboros back. Like, I'm okay with that exchange. So we block... Actually, do I want to kill? Well, yeah, obviously we want to go here. I think we just go to 2 and risk it. I think that's the plan here. You kill both these off. I get a Ouroboros back. I'll have a reach creature, some extra blockers. Like, it's fine. Like, they'll have a big body of their own. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is not going to be easy from here. But, actually, if they can never gain life, they can never pump that creature anymore, right? So let's just shoot them. Well, it is beneficial to get rid of Pridemate here. I think we just shoot them. It just turns off shenanigans, basically. And then we'll stack these with this on top, so we get to deal 2 damage, or 2 counters on the overboard first. Now everybody's big enough, we don't have to worry about anything. Now we should be good from here. Even if they have a shelter, we have ways we could block multiple things. And they're never gaining any more life. Yeah, this is great. Block here. Block here. Block here. Seems great for us. Yep. Just traded 199 for another. Again. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, I think in hindsight, we could have been equally as good just getting rid of the Pridemate. But realistically, just making it where they can't gain life meant they weren't ever going to be able to do anything else. And we knew we were safe after that, having reach creatures and whatnot. So... because the only thing they could have done is just another hard removal for something, but everything was on the ground anyway. So we weren't going to really be in danger at that point. This is not good. We're going to mulligan. Okay, this feels a little better. I think you have to have at least an AA mana creature. Like, if you don't have that, I don't think you can function very well with this deck. I am going to risk it and go no Burst Lightning. Ah, I'm going to get punished for my decisions, as I should. As I should. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, they could have just as well went like Drunith and a 1-1 here and started to take off. So that could have been rough. But then, oh, this is probably the Temur Battlecrier deck. Huh. Well, if it is, this is probably the best thing we can do. Then try to set up Lana and Lena shenanigans into something. Yeah, there's Doc Arlock. And then we're going to probably plot something. Nope, we're just playing that on the cheap. Okay, we can live with that. That is probably the safest thing that could have happened. All things considered. Ooh, I was going to play Helana and Elena, and I really like that idea, but 3 damage here is probably good. And no attacks. You do get a lot of mana here. I mean, I could have saved the 3 for a Battlecrier, but I feel like if they had Battlecrier, they might have tried to play it last turn. Alright, here's another big Esper Origins. Alright. And they found themselves an anti-causal vestige. And another Screaming Nemesis, huh? Well, we could tap this for green. And then that untaps the Weaver, which lets us play another Screaming Nemesis. And then, yeah. I say this Nemesis at least gets in there. I was like, let's see what you want to block with. I mean, they have all the mana in the world now, right? Like, if you can go off, you can go off. There's nothing I can do about it from here. I mean, the only good news is they don't have, like, any of their engine pieces. Which is kind of nice, but it doesn't mean they won't get there. I have played that deck. Like, you can come out of nowhere and get some wins. Even here, they could make, like, 2 copies of the Vestige or something. Okay, well, that draws 2 cards. Yep, now everything has haste. And another Vestige. Oh, no. Good job, opponent. This is what I was saying, though. This deck can do that, so you can't even be mad. Like, I've played it and been on the dealing end of it. I guess the question is, what are they willing to attack with here, right? We're at 18. We could block 7, deal 7 to them. Block another 7. Take 8, 14. I think we're dead anyway, right? Yeah, no matter what we block, we're dead. Yeah, so we just block, but we're dead. Good job. I don't like having anything on 2. This is something. Alright. Oh, now I'm regretting not having the burn spell. I shall be punished as I deserved. I mean, for all I know, this is just like green's just going to play creature, creature, creature into Ouroboros or something. I mean, if they do, they do. There's not anything I can really do about it. No attacks. Alright. Let's see if you have Ouroboros next turn, because that's what this is going to come down to. I think we do this. Put a counter. And then I queue up the GGs. And it is not. There is a Frenzied Baloth. Okay. Sure. I guess we just block this. Take 8. Take 9 because of trample. I mean, I guess I could kill this too, though, right? After the fact? Yeah, okay, sure. I guess that's fine. They'll get a card, which puts them closer to Ouroboros with Tramplers, which is tough, but, you know, we got to deal with it. Oh, where were you? That would have been a hot card to have a second ago. Gosh, dang it. That could have been huge. No attacks. Man. Well, we're going to die to a lot of possible things now, so we're hoping they do not draw well from here. Okay. See if they try to put a counter on the Baloth. That's what we wanted. Okay. So this ended up not being terrible. They do get a card. Good old Sirach doing his job. Now, here's the tough thing is, can we afford to go to 2? With no creatures in hand. I think we just have to block them straight up. I don't think we can afford to. If I knew I had another creature I could cast next turn, I would. Because I could just get a bigger body or whatever. Oh, if I'd have known I was drawing this. This would have been the best. Oh, that had potential to be so good. Yeah, we just attack. Dang it. We would have had 2 more counters on the Ouroboros. Oh, I didn't trust myself. I didn't believe. I didn't believe in the heart of the cards. I should have. Alright, well, Warden, you'll be fine here, I guess. Attack with... I mean, we're at 6. I mean, I don't... Even if they play their own Ouroboros from here, we don't die, so sure. I don't know how we're coming back and winning this. Oh, because they have black mana. The hell? This is tough on the draw. I'm going to mulligan. I was hoping to see if we can get a removal spell or something there, but that didn't happen. Alright. I mean, we did pick up a Llanowar Elf, so that changes things a little bit. Not a lot, mind you, but a little bit. Oh, Paleontologist is actually okay in these matchups where we get to remove stuff from their graveyards. That could be kind of nice. Okay. I see you. Question is... I don't think we try to Paleontologist here. I think we just do this. Return this. Just so we have a big body that maybe deters him from wanting to attack. I mean, I don't know that it will, but, you know, maybe. We'll see. They're surveilling. I don't know if they didn't put anything in the yard, that means they probably need mana. If I were to guess. Like, this is fine. You get a big Servandin or whatever. Like, that'll just do what it does. That's fine. I feel like we got enough information in that exchange, though. That they're going to need a land probably for, if we were guessing, maybe Sephiroth. And they don't have anything in their graveyard we're super worried about yet. So I might just do this. Make that bigger. And then this way, if they attack with Servandin... Actually, Servandin has Menace, so we'd have to double block. That would be sad, but we would do it. Okay, now they're putting stuff in the graveyard. So if it wasn't a land and you put a land in the yard, why the Blood Witch? So we're not worried about playing Paleontologist yet because there's nothing in the graveyard that scares us that much. So I think if we play Hellkite, Hellkite could kill either of these. Probably going for the Blood Witch. And then we'll just put counters on Boros, just so Boros is always an option against Sir Vanden here, I think. Until they get the right removal or whatever, but hopefully we can just race by then. Until we're just ready to attack. I was like, they had the option to scry and just put a land in their graveyard, so I don't really understand why they wouldn't have taken the land if they don't have any more. It just feels weird is all. Yeah, now we start loading up. Yeah. All right, that'll do it. Yeah, let me say in that last game, the progression was a little weird. And if you're wondering why at any point I didn't want to play the Paleontologist till the end, I couldn't really tell what the opponent was setting up for because it looked like maybe they had some plan because they were kept putting stuff in the graveyard and weren't getting the mana, but they could never get to raise the pass without getting to 4 mana. So I wasn't really sure what they were doing. So I figured I would set up the board, try to come over the top, and then later, while I have more mana, I could then play Paleontologist, start removing 2 things from the graveyard. And then at that point, I don't think they have an out. But either way, we ended up winning the game, so it wasn't a big deal. But about this deck, we won some nail biters. One of them we got a little lucky in, but honestly, all the cards did what they needed to do. That was the biggest thing, right? I think the deck could maybe have another Hellkite. There was a few times where it's like, man, if we just had a flyer, like we'd be really good right now, but overall, the cards did what they were supposed to. We didn't really get to destroy any artifacts, sadly, with the Braid and the Rhino's Rampage in here. So that's a little tough. I could see where you want Rhino's Rampage to be something else. Maybe just more burn spells so you can get rid of like the early creatures against the red decks or whatever. So if you want to do that, that's totally reasonable. Another Burst Lightning and, I don't know, maybe like a Lightning Strike or 2 or something. I think that'd be totally fine. Other than that, Screaming Nemesis still good. Ouroboros still stupid. All the cards combo well together. It's almost like a combo aggro deck where everything is just playing off of each other constantly, which is actually kind of fun. So yeah, we're going to have the link over on Moxfield. You can download it, play it, update your Gruul list if you want to. Don't forget, like and subscribe to all the fun stuff because we are making more strategy videos since y'all seem to responded to the last one so positively. So I appreciate it. And be sure to check out that playlist if you want more strategy videos in the meantime. But it's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.